Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Learn English. I'm so happy you're here with us today. I'm Amelia, and this is your favorite place to learn real, natural English.
Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm James, and wow, I'm really excited about today's topic. Amelia, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, James. I actually had a funny moment this morning. I ran into my neighbor and completely froze. I didn't know how to start the conversation. And then I thought, this is exactly what we're talking about today.
Oh, I love that. That happens to so many people learning English. You know the words, but in the moment, your brain just goes blank. So today, we're going to fix that. We're talking about how to introduce yourself confidently in American English.
Yes. And by the end of this episode, you're going to know exactly what to say when you meet someone new. You'll have real phrases, real sentences, and real confidence. We're going to cover how to say your name, where you're from, what you do, and how to keep the conversation going naturally.
And we want to hear from you. Tell us in the comments, when was the last time you introduced yourself in English? Was it easy? Was it scary? We love reading your stories. Drop a comment right now and tell us.
And before we jump in, if you're new here, welcome to Learn English. Please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss a new episode. We post new lessons every week, just for you.
All right, let's not wait any longer. Let's get into it. First things first, how do you actually start an introduction in English? Amelia, take it away.
Okay, so the very first thing you need when you introduce yourself is a simple formula. Think of it like a recipe. You follow the steps and it always comes out great. The basic formula is hi or hello plus your name plus one fact about you. That's it. Super simple.
Right. So let me give you some examples. Number 1, hi, I'm James. I'm from Chicago. Number 2, hello, my name is Sarah. I work as a nurse. Number 3, hey, I'm David. I'm a student. Number 4, hi there, I'm Maria. I just moved here from Mexico. See how simple that is?
I love those examples, James. And you know what I notice? Every single one sounds natural and friendly. None of them sound like a textbook. Americans don't say, good day, I am pleased to meet you. That sounds way too formal for everyday life. We keep it casual, warm, and short.
Exactly. So here's something I want you to do right now. Pause this video or this episode and say your own introduction out loud. Use the formula. Hi, I'm your name and one fact about you. Go ahead. Try it. Don't be shy.
Now, let's talk about how to say your name clearly. This is actually really important. A lot of people mumble their name because they're nervous, but your name is the most important word in the introduction. So say it slowly, clearly, and with a smile in your voice. Like this. Hi, I'm Amelia. Nice and clear.
And what if your name is hard for Americans to pronounce? Great question. You can do 2 things. 1, you can say your name and then say, but you can call me, and give a shorter or easier version. For example, hi, I'm Supachai, but you can call me Sam. 2, you can just say your name twice, slowly. Hi, I'm Dimitri. Americans really appreciate when you help them.
Now, let's talk about the negative form, what not to say. A lot of English learners say things that sound a little strange to native speakers. For example, some people say, I am called Maria. That's technically understandable, but Americans don't say it that way. We say, my name is Maria, or I'm Maria. Another one, some people say, I am come from Brazil. The correct way is, I'm from Brazil, or I come from Brazil. Simple fix.
Can you say those correct versions out loud right now? Try, my name is your name. Then try, I'm from your country. Say it out loud. Tell us in the comments where you're from. We genuinely want to know. So, quick recap of section 1. The basic formula is greeting plus name plus one fact. Keep it short, keep it friendly, say your name clearly, and use I'm from, not I am come from. Perfect. You've got this.
Okay, so now you know the basic introduction. But what happens next? Usually, after you say your name, people want to know a little more about you. The two most common follow-up questions in American English are, what do you do? And where are you from? So let's practice both.
Let's start with what do you do? This is how Americans ask about your job. Now, in some cultures, this question feels very personal. But in America, it's just small talk. It's friendly conversation. So don't worry, it's not rude. Here are some ways to answer. I'm a teacher. I work in marketing. I'm a student at the university. I'm between jobs right now. That last one is a polite way to say you're looking for work.
And here's a real-life situation. Imagine you're at a party. Someone comes up to you and says, "Hey, I don't think we've met. I'm Jake." You say, "Hi, Jake. I'm Amelia. I teach English online." Jake says, "Oh, wow, that's cool. How long have you been doing that?" And just like that, you're in a real conversation. That's the goal.
See how Amelia added a little detail? She didn't just say, I'm a teacher. She said, I teach English online. That one extra detail gives the other person something to ask about. It keeps the conversation going. Now, let's compare formal versus informal. If you're at a job interview, you'd say, I currently work as a project manager at a tech company. If you're at a barbecue, you'd say, I do project stuff at a tech place. Same job, very different vibes.
Okay, quick practice time. I want you to think about what you do. Now say it 3 ways. First, the super casual version, like talking to a friend. Second, the polite version, like talking to someone's parent. Third, the formal version, like a job interview. Write all 3 in the comments. We read every single comment, and we'd love to see yours.
First tip, always match the energy of the situation. Casual setting, casual language. Professional setting, professional language. Second tip, if you don't know a word for your job in English, just describe what you do. I help companies sell their products online. Clear and easy. Third tip, it's totally okay to say, I'm still figuring that out if you're in a life transition. Americans respect honesty. So to recap section 2, after your name, add what you do. Use one specific detail to open the door for more conversation. Match the formality to the situation and practice saying it 3 different ways.
Okay, so you've introduced yourself. You said your name, you said what you do. Great. But now what? This is where a lot of people get stuck. There's this awkward silence and you don't know what to say next. So in this section, we're going to teach you how to keep the conversation going naturally after your introduction.
The secret is you turn it back to the other person. After you introduce yourself, ask them something. It shows you're interested. It takes the pressure off you. And Americans love to talk about themselves. So here are some great follow-up questions. How do you know the host? Are you from here originally? What do you do for fun? How long have you been in the city? These are all friendly, easy, low-pressure questions.
And here's a really natural, everyday scenario. You're at English class and you meet someone new. You say, "Hi, I'm Amelia. I just started this class last week." They say, "Oh, cool. I'm James. I've been here for a month." You say, "Oh, nice. Do you feel like your English is getting better?" And boom, real conversation. It's not perfect, it's not rehearsed, but it's real, and that's what matters.
Now, let's talk about being polite and natural at the same time. When someone introduces themselves, always repeat their name. Like this. "Hi, I'm Sarah." You say, "Nice to meet you, Sarah." That simple move makes you sound super warm and natural. And it helps you remember the name, too. Another politeness tip? If you didn't catch their name, it's completely fine to say, "I'm sorry, could you say your name again? I want to make sure I have it right." Americans do this all the time.
Let's do a mini practice together right now. I'll be a stranger. James, pretend you don't know me. Introduce yourself and ask me something.
Okay. Hey there. I'm James. I don't think we've met. Are you new here?
Hi, James. I'm Amelia. Yeah, it's my first time at this event. It seems really fun. How about you? Have you been before?
See that? So natural. And you can do exactly that. Try this in your own life this week. Introduce yourself to one new person in English. Just one. It can be online, it can be at work, it can be anywhere. Then come back and tell us how it went in the comments. We want to hear your story. And remember, the structure here is intro, one detail, question back to them, use their name. You don't need a script. Just remember that structure.
Okay, time for the part I personally love. Common mistakes. And I say I love it because I've made every single one of these mistakes myself. So if you're making them too, you're in great company. Let's go through the most common ones so you can fix them fast.
Mistake number 1, saying I am come from. Wrong. I am come from Japan. Right? I'm from Japan, or I come from Japan. The reason this is wrong is that am and come are two verbs together, and that doesn't work in English. You need just one. Either I am from or I come from. Both are correct. Pick one and stick with it.
Mistake number 2. Being too formal in casual situations. Wrong. Good evening. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Right. Hey, I'm Amelia. Nice to meet you. Now, don't get me wrong. Formal language has its place. But if you're at a friendly event or meeting a classmate, being too formal actually feels strange. It creates distance instead of connection.
Mistake number 3, forgetting to ask about the other person. A lot of learners just say their introduction and then stop. They wait. And then there's silence. Awkward. Always follow your introduction with a question. It doesn't have to be perfect. Even, and you? Or what about you? Is totally fine. Can you practice that right now? After your introduction, say, and you, out loud. Simple. Natural. Perfect.
Mistake number 4. Speaking too fast when you're nervous. I know. When we're nervous, words just tumble out. But try to slow down just a little, especially when you say your name. Take a breath. It actually makes you sound more confident, not less. Confidence comes from slowing down, not speeding up.
And here's the most important thing about mistakes. Everyone makes them. Native speakers make grammar mistakes every single day. The goal isn't to be perfect. The goal is to be understood and to connect with people. If someone smiles back at you and continues the conversation, you did it right. Period. So please don't let fear of mistakes stop you from speaking. The only real mistake is staying silent. You've got this.
All right, it's practice time. This is my favorite part of every episode. We're going to do a choose the correct sentence activity. I'll give you 2 options and you pick the better one. Say your answer out loud. Seriously, say it. Don't just think it. Speaking out loud is how your brain really learns.
Situation 1. You're meeting your new coworker. Option A. It is a great pleasure to introduce myself. My name is David. Option B. Hey, I'm David. I just started this week. Nice to meet you. Which one sounds more natural for a work situation? Option B, right? Option A sounds like a formal letter, not a real person.
Situation 2. Someone asks where you're from. Option A. I am come from Brazil, and I am lived there for 20 years. Option B. I'm from Brazil. I lived there for 20 years before moving here. Say option B out loud right now. I'm from your country. Feel how natural that is?
Situation 3. You've just introduced yourself, and there's a pause. Option A, you wait silently and hope they say something. Option B, you say, and you? Are you from around here? Option B every time. Asking a question shows confidence and genuine interest. It also takes the pressure off you.
Now here's your challenge. Write your own introduction in the comments below. Full introduction. Name, where you're from, what you do, and one question you'd ask someone you just met. Write it out. This is real practice. We're going to read your introductions and maybe even respond to some of them.
And remember, there's no perfect introduction. There's just your introduction. The one that sounds like you. The one that feels comfortable. So play around with it. Try a casual version. Try a more polite version. See which one feels most like you. Real conversation is always better than perfect grammar. Always.
Wow. Okay. What an episode. I'm honestly so proud of everyone listening today because you stuck with it from beginning to end. That takes real commitment. Let's do a quick summary of everything we learned today.
We covered 3 big things today. Number 1, the basic introduction formula. Greeting, name, one fact. Number 2, how to talk about what you do and matching your language to formal or informal situations. Number 3, how to keep the conversation going by using the other person's name and asking a follow-up question.
And you also learned the 4 most common mistakes and how to fix them fast. You are so much more prepared than you were 20 minutes ago. Seriously, be proud of yourself. Learning a language is hard work, and you're doing it.
Here's a little question I want you to sit with. Think about the last time you wanted to introduce yourself in English but felt too scared. What would you say now? I bet you'd feel a lot more ready. Write that answer in the comments. We'd love to read it.
And if this episode helped you, please share it with one friend who's also learning English. One share from you could change someone else's confidence completely. Hit that like button, leave a comment with your own introduction, and subscribe to Lore Learn English so you never miss a lesson. We have so many more great topics coming your way.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us today. You're amazing, you're working hard, and your English is getting better every single day. Keep going, keep speaking, and never be afraid to say hello. We'll be right here cheering you on. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you next time.